Okay, we are live.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is a committee meeting of the Criminal Justice and Public Safety. Today is March 31st. So we have something a little unusual, but it comes up once in a while. We do have an agenda, and there are 3 matters and maybe something from the our legislative analysts may join on something else here. So I will tell you that I am Senator Susan DeChambeau, primarily living in Biddeford and representing 5 other towns surrounding Biddeford. I will have co-chair Representative Warren introduce herself.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Charlotte Warren, and I represent the city of Hollowell and the towns of West Gardner and Manchester.
And Representative Pickett.
Thank you, Madam Chair. My name is Dick Pickett. I represent House District 116, the towns of Mexico, Dixfield, Canton, Hartford, and Peru.
Thank you. Representative Lookner.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm Grayson Lochner. I represent District 37 as part of Portland.
Representative Morales.
I don't think she can hear you because your microphone's off.
Oh, Representative Morales, you introduce yourself, please. She.
Ms. Victoria Morales.
Yeah.
District 30 in the.
Can we hear?
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Representative Newman.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm Dan Newman, District 76, which is Belgrade, Rome, Vienna, Mount Vernon, Fayette, and Wayne.
Thank you. Did I get everybody here? So let me just call out the other names. Representative Renicki is absent. Representative Pluker, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I am not driving, I'm being driven, and I represent House District 95, which is Hope, Warren, and Appleton and part of Union.
Thank you. Representative Costain is absent. Representative Rickett is absent. And Representative Sharp is absent. Senator Lawrence is absent. I'm saying that Senator Searway is absent, but he should be joining us momentarily. And so we have 7 present and we shall begin. As I stated, this is a meeting of the committee. And the first thing on the agenda is a Rule 19 review on LD 1923, establishing the main space cooperation. So very happy to have our analysts here so we can learn more about the main space cooperation. So go right ahead. Unless anybody has any questions? No, we're all set.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The first item on the agenda is a Rule 319 review for LD 1923, an act to establish the main space corporation. This is a bill from the IDEA Committee, and Senator Curry is here, and the analyst for the committee, Rachel Olson, is here. I don't know Representative Roberts. She's not here. Okay. It begins in your packet. It begins on page 2 with the letter from the IDEA Committee to this committee introducing the bill and the amendment, the fiscal note, and the concept. And on page 15 in your packet is the place at which a new class E crime is being, page 15, it's new Class E crime is being established. And my understanding is that this is similar to a Class E crime. I think it's a crime. Yep. In the Loring Development Authority and the Mid-Coast Regional Development Authority, which are on pages 20 and 21. So in case you want to see a sort of parallel construction in a development authority, that's on page 20 and 21. I will be happy to move aside and have Senator Curry and the analyst Rachel Olson explain this to you.
Representative Warren?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would move that this does not have a large impact on the criminal justice system, since I don't think we'll see a lot of these space corporations. So that's my motion.
I second it.
I have a question, unless Representative Lippman, you have, no, okay. You said something about a Class B at the beginning?
E.
C as in car.
No,
E.
E.
Oh, jeepers.
He is an
I'm sorry.
elephant.
For me, it sounded like Class B. Okay, sorry. All right, so that's, I wanted to know the discrepancy on both of those. So it's,
Thank you.
the motion is, it's been moved by Representative Warren that this does not have a large impact, that it's a Class E, and it was seconded. Is that Representative Pluker?
It was Senator Searway.
Oh, Senator Searway. Oh, welcome.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
Any discussion on the motion? I would like to hear from those that you announced that are here, if they wish to add. I would feel a little better to hear something about this. And you don't have to give the full spiel, just an overview. I'd appreciate it.
Hi, good afternoon.
Senator Curry, do you just want to give us a little
Sure, good
overview?
afternoon.
Thank you.
This is dealing with the conflict of interest of a board member. If a member of the board of directors of the Space Corporation does not recuse themselves from a purchase of property that they have an interest in, then that creates the Class E crime.
Okay.
So, and I will defer. Did I miss any pieces of that?
Nope, they need to let the board know, which would be recorded in writing in the minutes, and then recuse themselves from any action taken on that property.
Oh, okay. Anything else you wish?
I just want to say thank you. It's good to be in the committee room, and thank you, Senator DeShambo.
It's a nice big committee room. Thank you. So we, I think unless you have any questions of either one of them, anyone? All set? Anyone? Oh, Representative Reckett has joined us.
Yes, I've been trying. I couldn't get in. So I'm now with Victoria in her car. And so we're both on the same Zoom.
Okay.
But when we have to vote, we'll show our respective faces.
Well, I will tell you, I don't know if you were here, there's been a motion made by Representative Warren, seconded by Senator Searway, that what we are looking at is a Class E crime, therefore it does not have a large impact on the system. And that's the motion. If you have any questions, you don't have a packet before you, do you?
I did have one before, so I've read it. So
This is on the Space Corporation,
yeah, I did see it.
okay? All right. We shall have a vote. Yes, go right ahead.
Representative Warren.
Yes. Whoops. Yes.
Representative Warren votes yes. Representative Morales.
Yes.
Representative Morales votes yes. Representative Racket.
Yes.
Representative Racket votes yes. Representative Sharp is absent. Representative Lookner.
Yes.
Representative Lookner votes yes. Representative Pickett.
Yes.
Representative Pickett votes yes. Representative Costain is absent. Representative Radicki is absent. Representative Newman.
Yes.
Representative Newman votes yes. Representative Pluker.
Yes.
Representative Pluker votes yes. Senator Lawrence is absent. Senator Searway.
Yes.
Senator Searway votes yes. Senator DeChambeau.
Yes.
Senator DeChambeau votes yes. That's unanimous with 9 yes votes. And
How many absent now? You know, 4. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
And the second item on the agenda is language review on LD 1175, which is on prison and jail phone rates. Representative Warren?
Do you need a motion for this? Jane, I know this went out in email and I hope everybody has had a chance to look at it. Do we make an ought to pass as amended motion?
We already voted on this. You already voted on this.
So we just need
Bill.
to say we're
If you-
good with the
If you
amendment.
just want to tell me that, to use, do the language that is the new language in here, I will do that.
I saw a bunch of emails go back and forth, the Sheriff's Association, Courtney Allen, Representative Pickett, all the sponsor. I think everyone's all on the same page. So I would say that we got there.
I will say publicly what I've already conveyed to Courtney Allen, that the Sheriff's Association, I spoke with them today, and Mary Ann Lamar, and they commended Miss Allen for really being open and working well, and they felt comfortable, and that is a big plus. So I thank you very much on that. This gets to be a turf issue after a while, so thank you for being accommodating, and they learned something also, so thanks. So is there a motion, or do we?
There
have-
doesn't need to be.
It doesn't, I was
I'll
just gonna
take it
say
that
that.
you are directing me to change the language so that it matches what you were given today.
Representative Pickett?
Yeah, I don't have a question, but I just wanted to say, I know how hard and how long and how well Courtney works with everybody involved, stakeholders and everybody to make this thing happen. And I know how pleased there are residents in both of our jails, both of our other facilities, DOC facilities, that this is coming to fruition for them. And I just want to commend you, Courtney, and I've worked with you on other things, and I know that you're, when you go after something, you go after it, you put your all into it. And thank you very much for all your work.
Good. All set, Ms. Overton?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. The last one we have is a language review on a majority committee bill, but it was LR 2663 on respectful language. And I know Representative Pluker is involved in this.
This is the majority committee bill on LR 2663, and it's on page 26 in your packet. And I wrote a memo to you because there were a few things that the committee had intended to do, such as change parolee, change to person on parole. Holy. Right. There were some things that could be done, such as prisoner changing to resident of a correctional facility, inmate to resident of a jail. That was easily. I could not change I could change mentally ill person to person with a mental illness. I couldn't change it to, without talking to you, to a person with a major mental health disorder, because the Department of Health and Human Services and the Department of Corrections were worried that that would cause a substantive change in the law. And they would have to go through each one of those, and you would have to go through each one of those to make sure that the substantive change was consistent with the current law. So most of the memo is just about that. Where there is a decision needed, I believe, is in what I have printed in the middle of the page. It is section 80 from Representative Pluker's draft. And that section says, the Department of Corrections, the Department of Health and Human Services, the Department of Public Safety shall amend their rules, policies, procedures, forms, and publications to conform to the respectful terms adopted by the legislature in this act. The Department of Health and Human Services has commented that amending the department rules is very time-consuming and capacity-consuming process. So the department has stated to me that they strongly advocate that the bill direct that the changes in the rules be made as the rules are opened up for routine and other changes. As written, section 80 would require them to make those changes beginning with the effective date of the law. And the Department of Health and Human Services is asking for some delay so that it's done when the rules are opened up for routine and other changes. That's the substantive change. I can't make that change without talking to you. So the question is, do you want to delay the requirement that they amend the rules as proposed by the Department of Health and Human Services? And that would cover all three departments: corrections, Health and Human Services, and Public Safety, any rules that they have that use these terms. Do you want to delay that? And if you want to delay it, do you want to delay it for rules, forms, publications, everything, or just some of those things? So I need your guidance.
Representative Warren.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I want to defer to the sponsor, Representative Pluker here, but I also know that we've been working with Courtney Allen on this bill. And it's my understanding that our understanding was that this is how the language change would happen. As things are opened up, as things are reprinted for both the DOC and DHHS. But I want to make sure that the sponsor, Representative Pluker, agrees that that was our plan for this bill.
Representative Pluker.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yes, that works just fine for me. The only other question is whether we would check in with Ms. Allen to make sure that was her intention as well, but I'm in accord with that.
Ms. Allen is in the room and she just gave us the thumbs up.
Great. I can't see that part of the room. Sounds good.
So do we need a motion on that or an understanding?
No, you
or-
can just direct me,
Yes,
but
okay.
the policies are adopted by the departments in their normal course of procedures are also their normal course. Forms and publications, I'm thinking that since you just made the decision you made, that what you would want is their forms and publications to be updated when they run out of forms and publications, that they don't have to go right now and reprint everything.
Right.
Is that what you would like?
Yes. That would be a heck of a fiscal note to do it all now.
Thank you.
Yes, Representative Pickett.
Yeah, I'm just going down through the information down below and stuff. So in number one, we're using, the text is being used, resident of a correctional facility and resident of a jail. Inmate goes to resident of a jail and prisoner is resident of a correctional facility, right? And that's okay. That worked out okay.
Yes, there were a few places where I had to refer to them as a
Client or
person or a
client or
client
person,
because they,
Yeah.
because of the way the sentence was structured.
Yeah, I see that. And then in number two, probationer, changing probationer to client of DOC did not work because of multiple times. The draft uses person on probation. That's okay, but person on parole didn't work, correct?
That's correct, because there were so many times where parolee is used in the statutes that we
So
would
the-
have to go back
So the
and,
person on probation did work though.
yes.
That's all set. And then lastly, Representative Pluker wanted to use person with a major mental health disorder, but that draft does not adopt this language because of concern conveyed by DHHS and the DOC. And so we're using person with a mental illness.
Yes, and we were able to, the person with a mental illness fits, and that is what was in the original resolve.
I just wanted to be sure, because it was kind of at first, but it looks like we put everything in we possibly could without having to do things that.
I certainly tried.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So on parolee will stay the way it is, rather. Or
Correct.
will it ever change? It will just stay.
Well, I can't speak for future legislatures,
Oh,
but yes.
okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Representative Lookner.
So when DOC does rule changing, thank you, Madam Chair. When DOC does rule changing, it won't update parolee. It will just stay the same, or it will stay the same. They won't update it with the,
Correct.
okay.
They will update probationer to person on probation.
I don't know how many parolees there are since it changed in 76. So, yeah, not too many.
There are probably fewer people than there are references in the statute.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, they'll tell you because they still have to meet the parole board. So, all right.
All set?
So everybody's in agreement with that. Thank you. That concludes what we had on our agenda, but I wasn't sure if you had something else.
The only other thing is if you want a paper copy of the spreadsheet on committee priorities with regard to appropriations, I brought paper copies if you would like that. I sent it to you. You want to? These, I think I said, are due by 5 o'clock on Friday.
Can I ask one more question? Jane, can we have, I haven't had a chance to meet with folks about these priorities yet, and that was something that a couple members asked me about, that we would do a meeting about it. Can we have until 5 o'clock on Monday?
It's due on Monday, but I think you could have until 3 o'clock on Monday.
Great, okay. Great. We want to just chat about them before
Certainly.
we vote. Thank you.
This concludes our committee meeting. All
Official.
those in
Move to
favor, I'm
adjourn.
sure. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.